Hey, what's up everybody? My name's Kyle and today I'll be giving you a tour of Wirth's Pub. So my house was built in the early 1920s, and back in the 20s and 30s, even into the 40s, they used to use this area of the house as an old bottling company for a dairy. They used to bottle milk back here. So when you walk in here, it's like you're stepping back into time almost. It's like you're walking into a whole different world. You got the old brick floors, old concrete walls and ceilings, 12-foot tall ceilings. These windows here used to be solid glass blocks. Those big thick ones that you can't see through. Well, I knocked those out. I framed this off. I put some nice countertops on these. Opened it up, made it look way bigger in here than it was. This is an old refrigerator door for a walk-in refrigerator here, one of those big heavy ones. They used to keep all the milk back there, keeping it cold. As you can see, apparently I am a big Packers fan. I am a Packers shareholder, so I am part owner of the Green Bay Packers. No, I don't make any money off of that, but I'm still feeling pretty cool about that, you know. All right, so you walk in here to the main bar area. Pretty large bar, 8 stools. We get pretty rowdy in here on game day. We got 2 TVs, all the liquor you could drink. This is the inside of that old walk-in refrigerator here. And inside of that walk-in refrigerator, I have another vintage 1950s Philco refrigerator. This thing is a beast. It will never die. I got it for $100 off of eBay. It's always stocked with ice cold beer. This little thing over here, I just keep all my extra bottles of liquor and stuff. I use this place for just storage pretty much. But the old radiator that used to keep it cold back here is still on the wall, which is pretty cool. I'm probably never gonna redo this in here. I like the way it looks, even with the ceiling crumbling. It looks pretty cool. All right, so good story about the bar here, the actual bar itself. So as I said before, this place was used as an old bottling company for a dairy. Well, this wall here, that's just a piece of plywood that I painted gray to match the wall. At one time, this was a big, humongous window that opened up, and there was a railroad that ran alongside my house. Well, they would bring the rail carts there, and the workers in here would load up the milk, send it wherever it was going. So the actual bar is actually built from those rail carts. That's the side of an old rail cart there. And the whole face of the bar is built off of that. Pretty neat. I am a big whiskey guy. I love bourbon and I love rye whiskey. So I have over 80 different bottles of just bourbon and rye whiskeys alone in this bar. My wife doesn't really like my whiskey collection, but she has her own little shelf here, so it's okay. She has her vodka. I am also a Notre Dame fan, so this is my Notre Dame wall. It's not much, but it's something. Some autographed photos of some of my favorite players I've watched growing up. This barrel here was never filled with milk, but it was filled with alcohol. And there is more alcohol on top of it. This is all my Irish whiskey and my scotch that I have here. So you walk out here, this thing here, they used to use that metal rod. They used to stick that in the vats of milk and it would give them a reading of like what the temperature was, the pasteurization level, I guess, etc. I am a craft beer drinker, so I always have 2 beers on tap. It's fall now, so I have a seasonal selection. I have Sam Oktoberfest and some Stegmaier Pumpkin. Big hit with the guests when they come over. This is like my lobby area here. So here is my Vince Lombardi era wall. Got all Vince Lombardi era photos. Some of them are autographed, some of them aren't. This old church pew came with the house. I decided to leave it here because it looks awesome. And it like goes well with all the other woodwork. Another TV in here. You know, we get a little crazy in here. We got more room to spread out, walk around, jump around if we want. This little den here, this is my, what I like to refer to as my Packers Hall of Fame room. So you walk in, you know, I have all framed jerseys of some of my favorite players growing up. Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, Charles Woodson, Reggie White, Antonio Freeman, Donald Driver, Clay Matthews, and Jordy Nelson. I also have some canvas prints of some of the most important moments of Packers history. You got Desmond Howard's kickoff return in the Super Bowl against the Patriots there. Tremont Williams pick 6 against the Falcons in the divisional round, sent us to the NFC Championship game back in 2010. Aaron Rodgers threaded a needle here to Greg Jennings between Ryan Clark and Troy Polamalu, blasted him at the end of this play, I'm sure. Some Lombardi era photos from Super Bowl 1 and 2 in the Ice Bowl there. This G is probably my favorite piece of art that I have. I don't know if you can really tell from the video, but there's very intricate detail in this whole piece here. Got it from a buddy off of Etsy. His shop is Catchfire Creations, and he does great work. He can make you any team you want. Go check him out. I got this chair off of eBay maybe about a month ago for like 25 bucks. Doesn't look like much, but it was used in the original Lambeau Field back when they had the wooden bleachers back in the Lombardi era. Yeah, you can kick your feet up back here on a Sunday when no one comes over. You know, sometimes I have those days where I'm too hungover from Saturday night watching Notre Dame. I tell no one to come over. And I just kind of chill out in here. You know, I kick my feet up, got an RTV, I just watch the game and relax. It's nice. All right, so you walk out here. And I have more canvas prints. This is my wall of fame. So I selected all these canvas prints off of Google Images and I just had them printed out. So these are all some of the best plays that I remember growing up as a kid, watching the Packers. This is from right after Leroy was actually inducted into the Hall of Fame. This is a real autograph. I have the certificate of authenticity in there. David Bakhtiari loves to chug beers. I wish he would stay healthy and get out on the field because I love him so much. But he loves to chug beers, so this is a cool ass photo, and I put this in my collection. Just some other photos that I have of the Packers here. Some of them are autographs, some of them aren't. All the autographs are real. I do have all the certificate of authenticity. And up here is some more old stuff from the dairy. Old crates, old milk bottles, etc. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks for stopping by. If you're a Packers fan, you ever find yourself in Mayfield, Pennsylvania on a Sunday afternoon during the football season, you have good vibes, you bring good energy, you like to have a good time, you can follow me on Instagram at Wirthy's Pub, WIRTHYS. And yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming.